So 2136 Parkview in Marble Falls recently closed, and it had been on the market for over a year. We got the listing and got it under contract in 18 days. Here's what we did. Well, first, it's important to note that the previous listing was beautifully done. Every experienced agent will tell you that sometimes timing is what it is. You can control the things you can control, and there are other things that you can't. The house was beautifully staged, listed well, promoted well, marketed well, and unfortunately, there just wasn't a buyer out there. But we earned the listing after an interview with the builder, and it's a brand new construction home by Ambit Homes. And we decided to portray a little bit different view of the house. So instead of staging, we left it open. We left it open for a couple of reasons. One, we wanted to highlight the expansiveness of the ceilings, the high ceilings, the space, the wide open living area, the open concept, the beautiful upgrades in the house, and also the ability to move around and see things the way you want to see them as a buyer. Second, we identified, because we're local, who's moving here and why. And we sent out professional e-marketing materials to agents all around the state, including the Houston area, which ended up being key. We get a lot of traffic from the Houston Metroplex, and it proved right. The first two showings we had were people who drove here specifically from Houston to see the house. While neither one ended up purchasing the house, it told us that we were on the right track. And also, prior to actually even putting it on the market, I showed it to two people who would be prospective buyers and got very detailed feedback from them. And that feedback helped us market the home a little bit differently, with verbiage, with video walkthroughs, just the way we presented the house. And we also spent some time and energy and money on the photography and video package. Because it's a dormant time of year, we had them take some twilight pictures to highlight not only the beauty of the house from the exterior, but also the sunrise and sunset portrayals, because it sits facing east and west, and it's a beautiful, beautiful building location. We also spent some energy and time on having other agents go through there and give us detailed feedback, even while it was on the market, and that proved to be invaluable. And as time went on, and the brief amount of time that it was on the market, we had some very, very active buyers. We had one that was just waiting for their home to sell, and they might have purchased it. We ended up finding somebody who desperately wanted to live in a home in this neighborhood. And this home marked a lot of boxes for them. It's beautifully, beautifully constructed, has upgrades, has details, has a 1 acre lot, a lot of things that a lot of people are looking for. So we made the process easy. We worked closely with the builder to make the transaction as smooth as possible, made sure that warranty information was communicated well, and that everything that needed to be done for the home would be done in time for closing. And I would be remiss to not mention that we worked with an extraordinary agent representing the buyer. It's really, really helpful to work with people who've done this before, who are very experienced, and make the transaction as smooth as possible so that both the seller and the buyer get the best of what they're hoping for in this transaction. We also sent out direct mailers. We did a lot of things that some people in local markets understand are important. We also worked with other agents and communicated to them, hey, we've got this house that's coming up, or we've got this house that recently hit the market, working with agents who do a lot of business, and specifically in this particular neighborhood, in this particular community. And all of those things factored and brought us the right buyer at the right time. You can do everything you can do to get it in front of as many qualified eyeballs as possible. But sometimes it just works out that the right person at the right time finds the right house and makes the transaction happen. And we at Crossings Real Estate are grateful for that. And now a new owner has this new house and potentially years and years of enjoyment ahead of them.